Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's been a little while. It's been a little tough. Um, Love and light for my father, please. His condition has gotten a little worse, but I've placed it in God's hands. And although it got worse, daily I'm getting positive information. So, thank you for the love and light. And let's get started. So first I want to say I love you. And I hope all is well with everyone. You're having a wonderful day. And if you're not, stop right now and change it up. Because time, again, waits for no man, no woman, no animal, no living being. So, oh, also, I had a couple people reach out to me and tell me that the cards are backwards. I know. I'm just really preoccupied with my father right now. And anyway I can get the information out, I was advised to do so. So when I learn how to properly invert the writing on the cards, because I do write from left to right, it will be updated and corrected. Sometimes you just gotta meditation video. I let you guys know that I would be doing those in the earlier episodes. Probably within a week, I'll have the first meditation video, voice only. Soft sounds in the back. It's meant to be a practice, but that will be available on the channel. Almost finished with my website. It's very intricate. It's very detailed, especially if you want it critique to your specific likings. So, it is a tedious process, but must be done. Because once you do it once, that's it. I mean, you can go in and update, edit, change, and whatever the case may be. But once you create the website and load the information, you can just become like a one-stop shop in one location. And everything else is in addition to. Just divert and convert all questions, concerns, or anything about anything you may have or offer or sell, or, you can place it on the site, refer people to the site. And if they're interested, then they click on the site. And not only do they see the meditation practice and spiritual healing sessions that you do, they can see a lot of the other things you do, like your photography, your philanthropy, your author availabilities, your, Facebook to kind of connect with you on a more personal level, Instagram. They can kind of just then become, a little bit more versed in your life, and getting to know you not only on this stage where it is short but sweet and endearing, but a little bit more personal stage. That's all. I do ask that you love your babies, you support your babies. If they need help, get them help. Counseling, better eating plan, courage, and self-esteem restoration. Any ailments with learning, tutors are always good. If you just need, you want your children to be set up for greatness. And if you don't invest in it when the onset of something detrimental happens, you end up paying the price later. Not that, it's a punishment or anything. It's just like anything that goes unkept, You don't cut your grass when it's time to cut the grass in that season, and you just let it keep going and keep going, and it becomes an eyesore, and it becomes a hazard, and it becomes a complaint, it becomes a multitude of things. Once you take your hands off and kind of one flipped over. Let me see this one. See, it's not like these, so I'm gonna take it. Just get in there, dig in, love the babies, ask them questions, see what games they're playing, check and see who they're talking to. Any adults that they're around, make sure that you know who they are and their information, and they're not just being allowed to be in environments that may one day cause them detriment. Of course, love on your family. We never know when God knocks. I don't want to cry up here, but again, I am struggling with some things with a parent of mine. Although, strong man, Vietnam veteran, community giver. Every time he turned around, he was helping someone do something, whether it be a stranger or a family member or, little lady or babies or whatever the case may be. So this is blink of an eye. I believe I said that before in one of the card reading sessions. And like I told you, these cards don't just apply to out there. This is also messages to me. The messages that pop in my mind and give me ideas and things that go on this card, or maybe conversations I may have had and it just won't leave me, something like that. They're not mine, not all my doing, so sometimes I'm talking about myself and I don't even know it, and that's why we have to be open-minded. We have to just take things with a grain of salt. When life gets hard, you just grab on, deep breath, stable yourself, readjust, reevaluate, then move. I'll have this mood lighting on in the back, so if you see the changes, that's just a light bulb. But I don't know what I did with the remote. It is, anyway, not important. So we're gonna leave it. Oh my goodness, I forgot my music. What was I thinking? Not important. So we are going to leave it. So while give me 30 seconds. Set these down so they don't get mixed up. And let's see. I guess I gotta put in playlist. I am gonna play my playlist for you guys one day. I don't even know, like I haven't listened to a playlist all the way through because I'm moving too much. But anyway, back to the cards. Love you guys. Hope all is well. Transmute negative energy into positivity. Send love and light across the world and nation whenever you can. Humanity is suffering extremely. Please get out and do any and all things you're capable and able of doing. It doesn't take anything from you. It only adds to you, enriches your spirit, your life, your relationship with the universe, and you begin to co-create with the divine. And on those paths, you just can't go wrong. Just move in love, move in love, move in love. Yeah, haven't been sleeping, been crying a bit, so, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'm pushing through with love on my heart, hope on my mind, and understanding that we don't have control. Okay? First one. Write a pros and cons list. Yep, always good thing to do. No, anything you're debating on, anything you're in the middle of, or a business, deciding if you want to let it go or continue, but whatever, anything that's affecting anything major in your life, to write a pros and cons list. It has to be important. You know, if you're interested in staying in a relationship or moving on, pros and cons list. I don't know. If the great outweighs the bad, then, you know, figure out how to compromise and get it right. Either way, write a pros and cons list. Oh, wow. The great I am is watching. Always got a book. Sees everything. Which is fine, you know. And again, we all fall short. Nobody is perfect. We make mistakes. But when you make those mistakes, if you really, truly go to fix them, correct them, even though everything might not be exactly how you may want it to play out, you have good intentions and a good mindset, and you're open-minded, and you're able to receive and not just, you know, become bullheaded and my way. You never know what type of progress you can make. You know? Next one. When you know, you know. True. All facts. When you know, you know. That's kind of self-explanatory. We got like a little stack here today, so we're going to keep moving. I don't want to do another hour or 52,000 videos. So. You will get an unexpected call soon. Okay? Didn't say if it was good news, bad news. Could apply to me. Hopefully, it's always great news. But you'll be getting an unexpected call, maybe from an ex or from somebody that you like Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers on Google. But it's coming. Next so when she watches YouTube, my ad's there with a link to schedule now. Whoops. I found my customers on YouTube. Get started with YouTube advertising and find yours too. Pose. Maybe you like Kohl's. Maybe that's your favorite store. Maybe you're going to meet somebody at Kohl's. Maybe you had an incident at Kohl's. Maybe you just left Kohl's. I don't know. Kohl's. Next. Oh my God. Next one is tap all the way in. Oh, yes. You don't have a choice. You don't. It's going to be a rough ride if you fight it. You got to be aware and be awake and pay attention to things going on around you, within you. Long distances, you got to have your eyes in multiple places and just know who you are, what you're here to do, and have some type of agenda or goal or benchmark or something that you're pushing to, and try to make it something you haven't done before. Like me, like this is definitely, you know, all eyes on me and no co-counterparts, which I love to deal with people. But anyway, next one is Roberts. That could be a last name, location, a company. How it applies in your life. It's millions of different scenarios. So, next one. Someone loves. Oh, your company. Oh, wow. That's nice. Good job. You guys are doing well. I see, like I said before, kings and queens out here doing things I've never seen. And people are gravitating. And it's exciting. And you're learning. And you're building, and you're gravitating to more and more people that are like-minded that we didn't know existed. So, you know, keep it up. Next one is Summer. So that could be a name, or that could be another name came up too. I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, that could be a name, that could be a season, that could be first name, a last name, a family member, a friend, a co-worker, it could relate in any kind of way. Because summer can be a multitude of things. However it relates in your life. Next one is evil people hurt people. Yeah. You know the saying that hurt people kind of doesn't resonate with me 100%. Not saying that hurt people don't hurt people, but I think hurt people repeat behaviors and they may not fully understand the ramifications of it until you heal from it. Like you can keep doing something that you don't think is horrendous. I won't say bad because you probably know, but horrendous. And if nobody's complained or giving you any pushback, you'll keep doing it. Like you talk a little extra fly at home, or a little extremely dismissive, or you just shut yourself away and don't tell people anything, and not people, but the people closest to you. Shakes things up at times. So I don't think evil people. I don't think hurt people. Evil people hurt people that have an agenda, that are too focused on what you have going on, that are spiritually dead or dying. Moving on. They didn't know it until... Oh no, they didn't want it until you wanted it. Well, isn't that how it goes? Most people don't want what you want until you go for it. Put your best foot forward, and the best man shall win. If it's meant for you, you get it. If it's not, they will, or whoever will, and be good with it. God's rejection is always his protection in all situations. All. Moving on. Yes. He did it for me, Pamela Man. Oh no. No tears today. No tears. He did it for me, Tamala Man. Please take a few minutes out of your schedule and go listen to that absolutely amazing woman's voice. It is like no other. It pulls feelings and emotions out of me that I don't address. Just if you haven't listened to Tamala Man, she is phenomenal. Moving on. 7 streams of income. I think we talked about this the other day. Not this particular one, but like multiple streams. Yeah. Go get it. Why not? Next one. See, I don't talk like this. I don't know where this stuff comes from. But when I get it, I write it. Okay? Anyway. Cat Daddy. Ow. Hold up. Okay. Cat Daddy. Meow. Like, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Maybe that's what you call your boo bear. Maybe somebody out here doing the cat daddy thing. Whatever it is, slow down. This is not the time. Not the year. This year you're going to have to elevate your vibration, or I don't want to say suffer, but it's not going to be good. Do the best to try to be the best you as quickly as you can. Now, not rushing to do it, but one thing at a time, one day at a time, improving your eating habits, beginning a workout routine, starting meditation, taking walks, spending more time with your child. One thing at a time, but the more it becomes a consistency and a part of life, it all begins to just flow. And then next thing you know, you're in a cleaner, happier voyage, basically. Anyway, moving on. What is this? Olive Garden. Oh, them breadsticks. Olive Garden. shining your light on me. Anyway, Olive Garden, good restaurant. Don't overdo it. I've done it plenty of times. You'll get the unlimited breadsticks and salad and just go to work with my entree. So, I can eat. I can eat. That's my problem. I can, but, I love to eat. And I'm definitely not exercising like I should. So, having to refocus, reprogram, reassess, realign, everything that everyone else is doing, I gotta do too. Right along with you. And if I don't, I suffer the consequences. So, my weight has gone up and down the last couple of years. Wasn't really a big focus to me while I was creating, and I may have gotten in extremely comfortable situations and indulged a bit. Who hasn't? But now I see my outcome of what I put in, and I'm changing that. I got my water. I got me some more quinoa. It's a process. Like I said, once you realize it, readjust, keep going. Moving on. You are the star. I can say a lot of things about that, but I just want to keep it very high frequency today. You're the star. As long as you know that, and if you don't know that, receive it. Let it sit in your spirit and move with it, because you are. You're the star. We all are. In our own right, in our own light, with our own gifts, and, step into it. Next. There we go. Perfection does not exist. So very true. Perfection is not even attainable. People think they come very closely to perfection, but if you can't make a planet and just throw down some trees, and anyway, perfection does not exist. Moving on. Betty. Okay. I had a family member that recently passed named Betty. God rest her soul. I don't think I know any other Bettys. But you may meet a Betty, might be a stranger, family member, friend, Betty in some way has something to do with something in your life, or your future, or your past, however it fits. Might be your favorite aunt, and then a cousin, who knows. Next. Anita. Same ways. Names, Anita. I definitely know an Anita. Moving on. Burlington clothing store. Wow. Read what you see, girl. Burlington clothing store. I love this place. I used to work there when I was working for a friend of mine. He had a cleaning business. I was trying to get out on my own and start my own, because my grandfather had one when I was young, and I wish I had thought about it then and just took it over. Long story short, I used to clean up Burlington in Norfolk, Virginia. I shop at Burlington. Every time I see one, I stop, because all of them have something different. But Burlington clothing store is actually a very good way to, complement your wardrobe without having to break the bank. They have some very nice selection: shoes, clothes, house accessories, little knickknacks, undergarments, hats, candle, any toys, whatever you can kind of think of. Kind of like a mini Walmart, but no food. But definitely, Burlington clothing store. I advise. It's up to you. Next one is, who said so? So, the way I see this applying is if someone tells you you can't, or you have a good idea and there's no support, or, like you say, I want to write this book, or I want to go back to school, or I want to start recording these TikTok videos, or I really want to invest in myself and whatever. Anybody that says you can't, who says so? Do it anyway. Do it anyway. With a smile. Next, Jermaine. Y'all know my writing, but anyway. Jermaine. I went to school with a couple of Jermaines. I wouldn't say I'm closely connected to any. But you never know. Like I said, it could be past situation, future, whatever the case may be. Jermaine. Next is, oh, this takes me back. See, you guys, I'm already transmuting energy. I was a little down about my dad and not feeling my best. And I'm already in my playful, happy mode. So just find what you love and do it, please. Anyway, peanut butter cluster. This was like, I had moved to Virginia when I was very, very young. We had to leave again and go back to Pennsylvania. But I think I moved here when I was 2 or 3. I don't know how old. 2nd grade. No, that's not 2 or 3. That's what? 5, 6. Anyway, I went to, oh my God, I can't think of the name of the school. I went to, it'll come to me. Anyway, it was the school on Johnston Road, right behind the church a bit. Larimore, that's it. And they had these excellent, absolutely excellent little desserts that they, you had to buy. They were a little extra, but they were so good. And I have never found them anywhere else ever again. I love that recipe. Anybody knows the peanut butter cluster recipe from Larimore years and years and years ago, please give it to me. I will do it myself. And if it comes out the way I like, I won't overindulge, but peanut butter's not that bad. I think it has something like cornflakes in it, and I don't know. I don't remember, but it was so delicious. So as long as moderation and you use the most natural products you can while preparing it, should be okay. As long as you just don't eat the whole thing. Moving on. Let's see. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Oh, that's a cover girl line, but maybe that's how you're doing it in the world. Easy, breezy, and beautiful. Maybe that's how people see you. Maybe this is a contract that you're coming into. Maybe, who knows? Maybe God just wants to compliment you and let you know he sees you. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Okay, let's make this. Bruce Lee energy. Okay. Whew, that's official. So somebody is on, or people are beginning to get on, or Bruce Lee's energy is heavy over the collective. Ooh. Bruce Lee energy. I love it. He was phenomenal. Next one. Oh yeah, Slick Rick. Hey young world, the world is yours. Hey young world, the world is yours. Young world, the world is yours. Young world. Come on, that actually will be good right now. Like a lot of the songs, Self-Destruction, a lot of the songs that we had when we were younger, can be, reinvigorized. They can, I won't say change, like let us have what we got first. Like reiterate the positive movement we were going in and the music from then, and allow the now to create their own. I won't say remake it, redo it, just leave it alone. It's good just how it is. But Slick Rick, Young World is an absolute beautiful song for the babies. If you can't find the words, then allow someone to help you, assist you. Next is Single and Ready to Mingle. Oh yes. Crazy time to date right now. Things are really, really different. Ladies have allowed men to get away, with a whole lot. Sometimes you just prefer to remain in your bubble. There's just things got to open the door. You know, if I'm coming in before you, I'm going to open it for you. You just, natural, I don't even want to say manly because it's not manly, but natural common courtesy for a feminine energy in your presence. Not just an empress, but your mother, your daughter. You want to treat your mother the way she deserves to be treated. She brought you here. She got you through. You're where you are because of her. Some, not all, but you understand. Your daughter, you want to teach her how men are supposed to treat her when she gets older. You know, and if you don't set the example by opening the door and complimenting her and let her know how beautiful she is, someone else is going to step in and calibrate it a different way. And that we don't want. Anyway, take a road trip. I was thinking about that too, especially since my son is with his dad for a little while. And I appreciate that. You know, I really do. Stepped in right when he was needed and allowing me to do what I need to do when it comes to my father's situation. But back to the car. Take a trip. Take a road trip. It doesn't have to be a long road trip. It could be a short road trip. It could be, you know, just 20 minutes. Something to get away from the norm and just try to embrace your different. Relax a little bit. Take a couple deep breaths. Don't have to stay overnight. Just do something new, something different. Take a quick road trip. Come on back home if that's what you want to do. Next, Simmons. I think of Russell Simmons. I know a few Simmonsons I went to school with. You know, last name's kind of common. Simmons in some way. Family member, friend, enemy, co-worker. You know, could be anything. Stranger, past, present, future. Next. Ooh. One of a kind. Y'all is out here showing up. I'm telling you. Every time I pick these cards up, my energy goes through the roof. You are showing people how being one of a kind and embracing your black sheep tag has allowed you to remain beautifully unique. One of a kind. Oh, yes. Next one is Gates. Okay. That's definitely a last name. I don't know. It could be the Gates. Pearly Gates. Ooh. Could be, you know how someone may have private property, the gating to that, or a gated community. You have to go through the gates. I don't know. This looks like a name to me, but it could be anything. Next, Patrice. Okay. Family member, friend, nemesis, co-worker, stranger, church member, your family member's friend. Could be anybody. Just the name Patrice has something to do with something going on in your life. Next is Shelly. I wrote it in yellow, but I redid it with a pen because I didn't think you could see it, but it actually comes up pretty good. Anyway, Shelly. Again, same thing applies. Name, Shelly. Next is Carlos. Same thing. Names, Carlos. Next is Pyramid. Oh, yes. I don't know. That might have something to do with what's going on in the news. All the things they're finding. All the revelations they're making. They found a mummy with a golden tongue. They've found all different things that are clearly being looked for. But other things are being revealed. You know, could just be like a pyramid, or you go to the pyramid, or you're taking a trip. I don't know. Pyramid, some way, somehow. Could be your lineage. Who knows? You know better than me. Next is your connection is protected. Oh. Now that could be your connection to the divine. It could be your connection to a mate, a counterpart, family member, a friend. Whatever connection that is high priority to you, just know that it's protected. Next is Oh, yes. Vitamin E oil lotion. I live by it. It's probably in the bathroom. Make sure you invest in some. It allows you to stop having to use so many creams and, you know, harsh soaps to keep the skin moist. Take a nice shower, while your pores are open. Get a full body rub down of some vitamin E oil. It keeps you supple and, you know, just a suggestion. That could be a beauty tip. I use it for my face also, along with the Noxzema eucalyptics. But vitamin E oil that I suggested. Next is Garcia. That sounds like a last name, but however it relates in your life, somebody with the name Garcia has some kind of involvement. Good, bad, or indifferent. Next is, now isn't this crazy? As we play. Look at you, just we ain't going there. Anyway, Chris Brown. Chris Brown, Over the Heat instrumental. How synchronistic is that? You know what I also recognized, guys? I went back and I was looking at some of my videos, and I kept telling you how messages would come through, even when I hit the do not disturb. If you listen to the cards that I was reading at the time. One second. Okay, I'm back. I don't remember where I was, so we're going to move on. Next is Richard Gere, Pretty Woman. I don't know why that's the first thing that popped into my head, but he was definitely a debonair man, actor, whatever you want to call him. Very easy on the eyes, but it could be anybody. First name, last name, possibly a middle name too. Richard, stranger, family member, church member, co-worker, anything. Richard. Next is Botanical Gardens. Oh, Night of Lights. Yeah. That is, oh my goodness. What an experience. Botanical Gardens, for me, because I know there are multiple, but the one that I'm familiar with is in Norfolk, Virginia. And for certain times of the year, they'll put up these beautiful lights, and it's already a location of just greenery and plants of every sort, trees, and just a piece of heaven. And then on top of that, they'll put lights, and you can come in and experience the nature. And then you have lights just gleaming and binging, and you get a ride through there. They offer you popcorn and drink. It's just a nice, peaceful, loving experience. Anyway, Botanical Gardens, Night of Lights. Next, I have go watch the show Good Witch. It will help. Oh yeah. It's a good show. Helps people understand people a little bit more without judgment. Check it out. Next. Kundalini. You gotta write it down. Kundalini. Look it up. A lot of people's are awakening. A lot of people's have awakened many moons ago. A lot of people that are choosing the elevation, ebb and flow, Kundalinis are exploding, and it's beautiful. Anyway, won't go into detail. Look it up if you want more information with help with your own. We all have them. Kundalini. Next. Oh my goodness. Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Whew. Talking water talk now. Underneath. Tunnels, location, things. Anyway, if you want to know why the card came up, or if you're interested in more information, Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Look it up. It's available everywhere. Okay, okay. These ones are digging in and want you to utilize them brain skills. I like it. Next is, wow, Kundalini Awakening, the Atlantis research, and now step into your life purpose. If you're not familiar with what that is, or you're in confusion in any way, you can again go get a birth chart, check your north node, and get on it. Step into your life purpose. It's always great when life begins to unfold in a way that you never imagined, and beautiful, unique ways that catch you off guard, but it's beautiful. It's a lovely experience. It's enlightening. Sometimes not so easy, but if you just go with the flow and, like I said, brace and hold on when it gets hard, and dig in and really mean what you say and say what you mean, it'll all be okay. Next, oh, failed kidnapping attempt. Word. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Why can't people leave people alone? Like, nobody's bothering you. And it's like you just, I don't get it. Anyway, failed kidnapping attempt. You're protected. Don't worry about it. Just, no. You know. Moving on. Look at that. Right after that. Failed. And now, financial independence comes in. Finish it. You know, so if you're having any problems with your money, or things are slow or tight or stuck or just not moving the way you want them to move, just know it's little small changes that you can make to free up space and drop some things so some new things can come in. You do have to remain an open vessel. You have to remain in a receiving mode, not always giving. Advice to myself also. So, you know, once you do the little small adjustments and pay attention to your surroundings, make your best decisions, take your time and make your choices, be very informed. You know, even if you think you know but you don't, look it up, get a second opinion. You know, it never hurts to talk to somebody that may be going down the line that you're trying to go. Find a mentor. You know, we all need, myself included, you know, everything. Just once this comes in, don't lose it. Because if you've never had it before, it can slip through your fingers, you know? And I'm not saying talk to everybody and anybody, because all people don't have your best interests at heart. But definitely somebody you know that's doing it well, is an open person that you can speak with. You don't have to be specific with what you may have. You just want to know how to make better money moves, point blank and period, you know? And there are people that will assist you with that. Next is, there we go. If these cards are not synchronistic, try something new. Something new. I told you 2022 is a year like no other. What you did last year, year before that, 5 years before that, not working. Try something new. Dig into your creative space. Dig into something you did as a child that you let go. Dig into you and see what you come up with. The gold is there. Next is Yogi. Hey, boo-boo. Yellowstone Park. I have a very good friend of mine named Yogi. I don't know. Applies in some way, shape, form, or fashion in your life. Family member, friend, lover, co-worker, stranger. You know, could be anything. Yogi. Moving on. Take a long walk. Take a long walk. Can you get work off the brain? Calm down. Take a long walk. Never hurt nobody. Next is Get some good oxygen, prana, whatever you want to call it, in the body. Something fresh you can't get from sitting in the house and sitting on the couch and watching TV and eating bad foods and stuff like that. It is connecting with nature, seeing the beautiful birds and the animals outside. Just take a little walk. If you can, do so. Next is sorry, y'all. #1 father-son podcast out. Urban X podcast. Watch it. That's supposed to be a 2-day. Oh yeah, these guys are dope. Dwayne and Malcolm. Also affiliated, or I came upon them being affiliated with the Pills, Red and Blue, Paul and Phil. These are very neutral, informative, strong kings, and I love it. They bring information to you in a way that you may not have looked at it, and it instantly allows you an alternate perspective. So they're challenging the mind, they're challenging the spirit, they're challenging the body. They have attire that speaks their language, that when you show up in a room and show out, I have about 5 or 6 shirts, and I support them fully. So next time, I'll make sure I wear something they have. It's all beautiful. I have, little clips on my page promoting it as well, just out of love, because, they've taught me a lot as well. But this is a really good podcast. I check it out. See if you learn anything. They're also open to talk, so you can give information back. They have a little private, not little, they have a private sector of their business where the people that want to get a little bit closer can pay a monthly subscription, which is not much at all, and you have access to them in a more relaxed kickback, kind of like me, but fashion, like, it's just different. It's not as mechanical or business driven. Anyway, Urban X podcast, wonderful selection. Check it out right now. If I review #1 father-son podcast out, hands down. Next is Roy. Wow. I know Roy. I know a couple of Roys. But again, however names may correlate in your life in any way, Roy has come out. Next is someone writes a false statement. Wow. Why? Okay. That definitely has ramifications. Not sure why someone would do it. Just be alert, be aware. The truth is going to always come out. It may take time. It may be instantaneous. It's divine timing. So no one knows, but someone is writing a false statement. Next is Diva. I'm a diva. #1 diva, Beyonce. Of course, she does it. She does it well. Just, I don't know. You might be in your diva mode. You probably deserve it. And if you are, do you think? Absolutely. Okay, let's go to the good part. Next one is Rick Ross. I don't know. He probably buying some more businesses. For his son's birthday, which I love, although, I wish he would. Anyway, for his son's birthday, he bought him a franchise, as opposed to gifts that the next day they're probably not even going to look at or take good care of. But this is something that's going to have to put his son in a money mindset. If you have a business, you then have to throw yourself into accounting, managerial, hiring, so many things that you have to do or oversee, because he probably has people working for him, but oversee and make sure that the money's going right and everything's just kind of flowing, so that's great. But Rick Ross came out, don't know why, I just heard he bought his son's business, so it came out of me, but could relate to you in any way. Maybe you like Rick Ross's music, maybe you're listening to it. I don't know, he has a few songs that I love, so it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, your balance. You balanced your. Oh wow. You balanced your masculine and feminine energies. Take my hat off to you. It's not easy. Not easy. Especially if you're in a mode where you've been doing for you all your life. You know, it's hard for a man to come in for a woman that looks as if she doesn't need him. And it's not that you're not needed. It's just it had to be done, whether you were there or not. So if you're really interested in someone, don't take anything on face value. Take a few moments, have a cup of tea, anything that would give you personal interaction and just see how it feels. Don't judge people by their cover. Me, myself, I've always been a little bit more of a masculine woman, not by choice, but ever since I was probably about age 15, I paid for my own prom, my senior picture, a lot of things in life that parents or, your maid or whatever people help you with. My first car, my first place, like everything. Not everything, because I did have different men in my life at certain times, but I started young, so I was already in get it mode by the time the first one came along. I wasn't where I wanted to be, but I was headed. And sometimes men find that intimidating. That is meant to be a helpmate. That's something you don't have to teach us. We know, because we're supposed to be led by our kings, and if you're not leading properly or you don't know how to lead, we can't follow you, So it's not exercising my masculinity. It's letting you know that, hey, this energy is this kind of way. And with you doing that and that and that, and we know you can do better, and you're just choosing not to, I'm going to have to create some distance, And I don't want to change you. Don't change for anybody. You be exactly who you want to be. People should accept you for who they are. But you can't expect people to take on your stuff, especially if their plate is already full. Moving on. Someone close to you hates to see you smile. Sorry. Anyway, someone close to you hates to see you smile. Come on, that's a special kind of, I don't know. That's way too much. I don't get it. But anyway, moving on. Ask your excuse me, mother figure or mother. She knows. So if you have any questions about anything, or you're going through things, or you have something that you need to discuss, 9 times out of 10, mom knows. You can go to her. Be careful. All moms are not healthy for you, but if you know that it's a conducive relationship and even give and take and love, then ask your mom. She always knows. Next is, ooh, Big Daddy Kane. That's the first thing I think of, but it doesn't say Big Daddy Kane. It says smooth operator. Smooth operator. Because I'm so smooth. I don't know. Maybe that's meant to be a song that we should listen to. Or that's how you flowing in these streets these days. I don't know what they say. I don't know. Smooth operator. Next is, allow your destiny to meet you. Absolutely. That's what I was saying earlier. How you have to release things to make space for newness. Especially with the plate already full. You have to be able to drop the dead weight, and not in a negative, nasty, rude way. Unless, it's just something that has to be done. Some people cannot go. But please allow your destiny to meet you. It's trying. It's knocking on the door. It's right there. Next is, did I do that? I think of Steve Urkel when they're here. I don't know. Could be your baby. Could be anybody. I don't know. Maybe it's meant to make us laugh. I haven't a clue. But for me, I get good, happy energy from it. So maybe this is something you say or somebody you know that says all the time. Oh no. Oh no. Next one is, oh gosh, doggy style. Okay, some of us are in relationships, and you know, maybe this is your favorite, your man's favorite. I don't know, girl. Got something to do with something. Girl or boy, I don't know. Next is, hello, you are blocked. I'd stop if I were you. IJS, I'm just saying. Hello, you're blocked. I'd stop if I were you. Kind of self-explanatory. We're going to leave that there. Next is, ooh, they designed their own downfall. Wow. Okay. So you know what that is. But, you know how that applies, or whatever the case may be. They designed it themselves. People make their beds, allow them to lay in it. Sometimes it is difficult, it is hard, it is painful. But if you don't, then you will then carry the burden with them. It'll slow you down. It'll stop you. It'll get you off track, and you have a mission. You have a goal. You're here for a reason. You weren't born by accident. God does not make mistakes. So, moving on. We could have had all. We could have had it all. Lyrics in a song, maybe words that you're saying to someone or they're saying to you, or, like I said, a lot of times people don't realize the pain they cause until it's a little too late. And then they do remember those magical moments and how beautiful you were to them. Things change a little bit, but anyway, we could have had it all. Just know that that's the mindset of someone at this time. Family member, friend, parent, child, mate, anyone, pastor, anyone. Next is, heal and cleanse your chakras. Absolutely. And like I said before, there's suggestions on Google. Everyone's on Google just about every day. You can just put in heal chakras. You don't have to do anything spectacular or specific. Just say heal chakra 5 minutes. That's it. And it's going to give you a multitude of selections. You'll have many to choose from, all different chakras, all different time frames. Might stick in the 5 to 10 minute category, and a lot of them are guided. But you're being urged, me as well, to heal and cleanse our chakras. You guys, I'm going to take a break for a moment. I want to call the hospital. Oh no, it's too early. Can't call until 12. Anyway, I want to take a break. I've been drinking a lot of water. I need to go to the bathroom. I will be back. This is our last card. Just give me a second.